Good morning. Welcome to day 147, the last day in August, August 31st, 2024. Haven't done one of these in a while because, as you can see, it's dark out in the morning. So, Rainfly was off last night, slept really well. The alarm actually woke me up this morning. So, I was obviously very tired, slept straight through the night. Today's going to be a fun day, holiday weekend, and the route and camping I'm looking at is going to put me right in the thick of, I think a lot of people will see. So my wildfire reroute is about 40 miles away where we get off the trail. And we do 60 miles to replace 20 miles of trail. So that's 40 bonus miles. So because of that, there is an alternate coming up today, about a couple of miles in, where you leave the PCT and basically take a forest road because it takes you past a place called Panther Falls. We're basically following Panther Creek. And even without the wildfire, a lot of people take that just to see the falls. So I think I'm also going to do that. It's going to shave about 4 miles of trail off. So I figure since I'm doing an extra 40 miles anyway, I can shave that off. And it'll also set me up for the end of the day to have a really nice camping spot, I think, at a place called Blue Lake, which is going to be jam-packed with weekenders. I mean, you can like park near there and hang out there and camp there. So, but we're going to go check it out anyway. So that's the plan today. Yeah, like I think I've mentioned in other videos, I'm going to stay on the PCT as much as possible, but I'm more about the continuous footpath now. And when there are opportunities to see something cool, or when I know I'm going to have probably 2 extra days of backpacking just because of this wildfire, if there's a route where I'm going to shave 3 or 4 miles off, I'm going to do it probably, if it makes sense. And this one makes sense to me. So yeah, everyone has their own opinions and ideas about it, but this is what's going to work for me. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing some people. I'm going to try and look really hot and sweaty. Maybe someone will offer me a soda or beer from one of their coolers. Who knows? It's funny how that's always in the back of your head, especially when it's warmer out. I wonder if they got a soda in there. So that's the morning update. We'll see you on the trail. Real quick, because I never actually mentioned, I always forget the fire's names. So this fire coming up is called the Williams Mine Fire. And it basically has closed the entire Mount Adams wilderness area, which is why this reroute is so much longer. I haven't had cell service in a couple days. I think I may have cell service late this afternoon, but the last time I checked, it looked like this fire was getting under control. I think it was like 21% contained the last time I looked, and that was a few days ago. So obviously the trail won't be open anytime soon, but I think as far as the fire goes, they're getting a good handle on it. So that is where I'm headed in a couple days. All right, we've made it to the Forest Service Road, and we're gonna be on this for a bit. So it's not a Forest Service Road, it's actually Panther Creek Road. Makes sense, heading to Panther Falls. All right, it's about 8:30. We've made it to Panther Falls. Pretty cool. Have a little breakfast here, and then we'll keep on marching. Okay, we're leaving the falls. Back on the road for a bit. All right, it's 10 a.m. We finally made it to the junction for the road. I think it's Forest Service Road 60 to Crest Camp, which rejoins the PCT in about 2 miles. So I'm gonna take a break here. Haven't really taken a break yet, air out the feet. Was hoping some passerby would offer a cold drink. No luck. There was one guy who just drove by who offered a ride, which is what I don't want, but there you go. All right, it's about 12:30. We've made it to the small sheep lake. Not the best water, but it'll do. I need some electrolytes. Okay, it's a little after 4. I found camp for the night near our water source, Junction Lake. So I'm gonna get the tent set up and then go get some water and get some electrolytes going. All right, let's do a recap. You see the sun is setting behind me here. It's hitting on 6 o'clock. We're at Junction Lake. We're at about 4,700 feet. So much higher than last night. I think we were at 1,100 feet last night. Mostly climbing all day on the road and then on the trail. We did about 28 miles from the starting point on the trail to the ending point on the trail. But with the road walk, we probably didn't actually do 4 of those miles. So we probably did like a 23-mile day, somewhere around there. A big day. Yeah, my legs are not hurting, but they were getting tired in the afternoon. There was a lake before this one that I was thinking of camping out called Blue Lake. But it was already very crowded at like whatever time I went by there, 3:33, somewhere like that. So I decided to push on the Junction Lake thinking it wouldn't be as popular. Well, guess what? There's a lot of people here too. But I'm not camped right by the lake where I think a lot of people are. It is cool though. There's a lot of like kids here, and some of the backpacks these kids are carrying are pretty weighty. So that's cool. Starting out young. There was a big group, a family that kind of came by near me and was looking at a meadow. But thankfully they changed their minds. I think the meadow was kind of wet as well. And it's not really a no impact site. But I mean, if there's nothing else, what are you going to do? But I think they found something else around the lake because they're gone. It would have been fine. It just would have been, they probably would all went to bed by the time I go to bed anyway. But, you know, it was like 5 or 6 of them. So it was a lot of racket. But it was good to see all those. It was like 4 youngins. So that was kind of cool. Yeah, it's Labor Day weekend. There's definitely a lot of people out and about there. We must be close to various trailheads. So I'm at Junction Lake. I would barely call it a lake, more like a big pond. The water was not ice cold, but it's good enough. So got tomorrow situated, gonna figure out dinner. Um, I'm still kind of rationing things a little bit because I don't know how many days I'm like planning on this detour will probably only set me back 2 days, but I'm gonna like have an extra day in there just in case things get a little weird. So I'm just making sure I have enough food for all that, and I'm gonna be fine, but just can't get too crazy. Um, Not that I'm super hungry anyway in the heat, but like tonight I'm gonna have mashed potatoes and then beef stroganoff, and I'll save the peak refuels for like if I can only have one thing, I'll have those because there are a ton of calories and a ton of protein. I hear some more people scoping out nearby, so yeah, that pretty much is gonna be it. Hopefully it'll be a quiet night. Once again, I'm gonna leave the rain fly off. Hopefully it'll be a little cooler since we've gained about 3,000 feet. And we'll see you in the morning for another day on the trail.